Hey Tachi, I appreciate you for that super chat, my man. Everyone needs to go check out Tachi after the stream, of course, but definitely needs to go check him out. One of the great up and coming YouTubers here in the One Piece space for sure. All right, it looks like the chats are actually going on screen from both places. I think I got it fixed, which is super dope. Let's get over here. What's up, everyone? Oh, there's not like a transition thing. I'll fix that later, but that's cool. I'm just glad I'm here. I didn't think it was gonna work. How's everyone doing? Heard this was a good chapter, so I'm pumped. Let's see, does that work? Let's go over here. Let's see here. Maybe this. There we go. Alright, there we go. Now let's see what else we got here. Chat box. Why is that not showing up? Chat box is above. Okay, just really small. Sorry guys, you know, we always have the technical difficulties. But hey, I got the YouTube chat fixed, which was really the reason why we're having trouble. So, you know, it's all good. Let's see. Nah. How do I do Alt? Let's see. Oh, there we go. There we go. Hey, Reese Lucas. Thank you for the $10 super chat. Fire chapter. Yo, I'm ready for it. If you guys are coming in with the super chats off rip, it's gotta be a fire chapter. Has to be. And again, sorry we, you know, have the technical difficulties as usual. But we're almost there, I think. I want the chats need to stay on screen longer. Really killed me that they deleted my layout when I was fixing things. But I think we'll be alright. Okay, that's pretty squished. Hey, there you go, Tachi. Yeah, get the plug in there, bro. For sure. 100%. Take advantage of that. Alright, we're almost there, guys. It just wouldn't be one of my streams if we didn't have difficulties, but there we go. Okay, now I need to figure out why it's only showing Twitch again, which I don't know why that's happening. I know I had it fixed earlier. That is strange. I have it coming through on my Streamlabs end now, but it's not coming through on there, which Streamlabs just must be totally busted. That's alright. I guess it's going to be Twitch supremacy on stream again, but at least I can see the YouTube chats on my end, so it's easier for me to respond to those, so that's good. Oh, we don't need to see these flower arrangements. It's time for the chapter, y'all. Alright. Twitch link. Oh, I should post that. Here we go. I got it. Give me a second. I need to get that in the description on YouTube. Faux show. There you go. Alright, who's all in here? I see Par's in here. Again, thank you for the super chats, Reese Lucas and Tachi. I really appreciate it. Isaac, BR, Cushy, as usual. Hey, shout out to all you guys. Tachi, thank you for the follow. Hey, if anyone's getting on Twitch, please give me a follow, because I'm almost at the 50 follower mark, so I can finally get affiliated, which would be super dope. And I also want to say real quick before we even, hey, thank you very much. Hold on, it's all out of order for me. Sarah Soshino, oh, and Booty Hole, Phantom Greyfire. Hey, thank you guys. The call to action. Yeah, they're all still loading. Thank you guys. I do want to say real quick, if anyone is interested in seeing me play the new Pokemon games, I am going to be doing a playthrough, probably starting like right at midnight tonight. So if you guys are interested, it'll be I'll probably do the first part of the playthrough on YouTube and Twitch, but maybe just Twitch eventually. I don't know. I mean, if people on YouTube like it, but you know, it's not One Piece related, so we'll see. But if you're interested, definitely follow on Twitch because I'll be doing it there for sure. So, and Reese Lucas just became a member. Yo, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I really do. You guys have really been blowing me away with the support, and now you get access to some dope emojis, which I just added a custom Zoro emoji that my boy Lee J drew, and it's very good. So, appreciate that. Thank you very much. And good vibrations. Yo, I just watched your segment on Hidden's 10K celebration. The discussion was A1A for sure. That was a great discussion, and we had a good discussion on my own 10K celebration. But I got to get that VOD up still. I've been slacking. Just storage on my computer is so low, and it's just tough to get 3-hour files moved around. But it should be up probably right after this. Actually, I'm gonna upload it while I have to go run a bunch of errands. But I am gonna end the stream probably at 6 or so. FYI, guys, it's 5:14 here, so just like 45 minutes. It is gonna be kind of short. Chapter dropped super early, which is super dope, but I was kind of busy and I don't want to put this off too long, especially because Pokemon comes out later. So, but no, I thank you guys for coming through. Appreciate it. 46 people here already. Thank you guys. We are going to get started in a second. Y'all are just showered me with the with the love right now. Thank you guys. All Blue Boy, thank you for following. I think I might be at 50 now or very close. So if anyone wants to get on Twitch, definitely hop over there. I would appreciate the follow. It's the only chat showing on screen because Streamlabs is broke right now, apparently. So you can also get your streams on chat that way. I do see the YouTube ones too, though. So, I'll be responding. But I'm going to go through a few more chats, and then we're going to get right into the chapter because this one seems to be hype. I mean, I've been looking at the cover page this whole time. But BR, is he the fastest growing of all time for One Piece YouTubers? Not quite, but I know there's some people who do shorts who are growing a lot faster, and some other people have grown, really fast in the past that I probably just don't really know how fast it was, but it's pretty fast, and that's amazing, and I have you guys to thank for it. The support's been amazing, so I really appreciate it. Isaac, I need you to get that Twitch affiliate so I can give my Twitch Prime, bro. That'd be amazing. I'm trying to get it, bro. The Twitch Prime would be dope. That's my favorite sub to get because it's free essentially because you already have Amazon Prime. So for sure, thank you. Dak is the Whitebeard of the new era. Hey, I mean, Whitebeard didn't make it to the end though. You know what I'm saying? So maybe in spirit, which I know is what you mean in spirit, but maybe not in body exactly. Don't forget the like button. Joy D Boy, thank you. Big facts, thank you. Let's see. Showers, I'm getting snow showered. Is it snowing where you're at, bro? It was snowing a little bit here. I'm in the Midwest, I guess is a better way to put it. And it was snowing here for the first time, substantially. It didn't really stick though, but you are Whitebeard. Your theory is the closest theory to the One Piece. I love that. In that aspect, I 100% agree. So, I appreciate that for sure. But, all right, guys, it is time to get started. We have a new chapter already, which is amazing. Shout out to TCB. That's one of the earliest in a while, I feel like. I think they had one at noon-ish a few weeks ago, but this is definitely super early, so time to get into it. I'm sure we're going to be building off of the discussion we just had last chapter, which was 10 out of 10, 9.5 out of 10 chapter. So let's see. Yep. All right, chapter 1067, Punk Records. Let's see. We got Judge and Caesar. I forget. Who are you again? So what, Judge doesn't remember who he is or something? Bro, that's interesting. And so they're on the Germa ships. So Caesar just... Interesting. I don't know where that's going to go. That's really random, I feel like. I mean, I guess it makes sense, but that's pretty random. Alright, let's see what happens. I'm gonna drink some water real quick. Alright, now we're ready. Here we go. Now we got Bonnie. What happened to your head? It used to be like a massive light bulb. It was getting a tad too long, so I cut it. Now we're talking about hair here. Or we're not talking about hair here. Wow. I love that we're getting right into this. That's super dope. As I recall, I was almost as tall as a giant when I met you. I heard rumors about it being big, but it was like an air balloon. Well, that's because I ate the brain. Ouch. In Japanese, he gets tongue-tied trying to say the fruit's name. Nomi, nomi, no mi. Interesting. Pardon me, I bit my tongue. I meant to say I'm a brainy human because I ate the brain fruit. Little sus, but we're going to keep going. It allows me to memorize an unlimited amount of knowledge and makes my brain grow in size accordingly. Having an unlimited data bank is a handy ability for a born genius like me. So now here's my question before, I know I need to keep reading and you're probably all yelling it, but so he has the brain fruit, but he's also a born genius. So he's naturally extremely smart and has the brain fruit. That's interesting. Now I have the largest brain in the world, and it continues to grow. And then Luffy's back there still. Did you put it somewhere? Hey, Luffy, so, like, insightful. That's great. Good question. That's awesome. Have you got tons of medical knowledge too, Dr. Vegapunk? Naturally. Does that mean you're dumb now, old guy, because you cut your brain out? I love it. I love it, Luffy. Don't write off a genius, you rascal. See this apple here? It's an antenna. I knew it, bro. I love it. I love it. That's great. That actually has a use. Take a gander at the top of the island. Notice how it says Punk Records under the giant egg? That's the hangar where I keep my brain. Whoa, what? What? Isn't that way too big? There's no harm in me being away from it since my antenna can pick up the brain waves. Bro, what is happening, bro? What is happening, bro? You met a little girl earlier who called herself Vegapunk, right? That's one of my clones. There are 6 on the island. You're a ninja? Oh, dude. Yo, this is the stuff that makes Luffy goated, in my opinion. Like, there's tons of stuff, but this is one of many things, for sure. It has to be on the list. I love it. Like, he never thinks that hard, but whenever it's something like this, he's asking, like, these just poignant questions. Each one is a facet of myself and an expert of their own key field of study. You'd get my full personality if you combined them, but they can get 6 times the work done apart. Okay? That's very interesting. Let's see. Each of them connects to Punk Records once a day to synchronize our memories and knowledge. Since their dispositions and responsibilities are so different, the wealth of their experience is that much greater. Yo, this is hype. This is like, we could have probably pieced it all together, but it's still hype that this is... this is just great. Like, they go back once a day, which is really interesting. So once a day, they go back and synchronize their memories. So they all go out, get experiences separately, but then they have to come and download it or upload it to the cloud, essentially. Like, his brain's a cloud. Okay. And so those 6 go and get information, and it's just 6 different people uploading to his brain, which is in Punk Records. So he didn't, like, put... Well, maybe he put some of his, brain or DNA in them, but alright. I should just keep reading, though. You all share the same brain? I find it difficult to wrap my head around that. Just think of it as sharing the same library. If only I could let everyone in the world connect to my brain. Hey, thank you, Kieran Gade, for subscribing. I appreciate it. All of humanity would have access to my knowledge. Okay, so that's... I like this picture right here. This is hype. This is hype. So, that's super hype. So this is a great image of how it works. That's crazy. That's like a thumbnail. That's super hype. How's the floating stuff work? I'm sure maybe, well, I don't know. Maybe we'll get more explanation, but that's cool. Then, if the population of the world went on to update punk records themselves, it'd create a sea of information that'd surpass what my brain can accomplish alone. Humanity would share one mind. So I'd be able to study medicine from all over the world. I love Chopper's interest in this for the medicine angle. Where was the motivation for all the medicine stuff in Wano, though, like with the smile fruits? That's all I want to know. But hey, I'll keep reading. But if you let everyone share their conflicting ideologies, wouldn't all that bias lead to trouble? You sure are a sharp one, Knight of the Sea, but science would never progress if you spent all day worrying about stuff like that. I love it, bro. I love it. I love it. This, put some respect on my man Vegapunk's name right now. That's hype. That's all in the name of intelligence. He's like, hey, screw your political stuff, essentially. Like, I'm good. We just need the science, bro. Like, we'll figure it out. But that's your problem, Vegapunk. You shrug off sacrifices in the name of progress. That's why Dad's been turned into a heartless weapon. Yo. Stop it, Bonnie. That beam saber is defective. Give it a rest. I know it cuts well enough. I tested it earlier. Turn my dad back to normal. If you even think about saying no, don't be hasty, Bonnie. Killing him would make you a lot of enemies. Hit the off switch, Bonnie. That beam attracts a ludicrous number of bugs. Oh no, it's like a super bug lamp kind of thing. Like you take out, like, like if you're going camping or whatever. That's hype. Oh, she doesn't like bugs, apparently. Yo. Check it out, Bonnie. A giant stag beetle. This isn't time for beetles. Look at her, she fainted. Ah, that makes perfect sense. Of course Bonnie wants me dead. It's ironic that one of my many failures saved me. Whoa. Hey, I love the font that they're using. FYI. It gives a good emotional feel. Speaking of which, you guys were recently in Wano, correct? You wouldn't happen to know whether a dragon just like Kaido really appeared there. Oh, major hype. Oh, you're talking about Momo. Hey, big hype. One of my favorite characters in One Piece, Momo. I suppose he ate the defective fruit I left on Punk Hazard. Defective? What do you mean? That was an artificial devil fruit I synthesized. I made it after 20 years of researching Kaido's lineage factor. It cost countless resources, but I couldn't quite get it right. Oh, so that's why he's the same as Kaido. But it worked out just fine. He can still spit fire and he's super strong. He's the guardian deity of Wano now. You really made that? Awesome. And his color? Pink. You see? Another monumental failure. What's wrong with that? I get it. He's a genius and a perfectionist. Yo, shout out to Hidden Island for bringing this up, like, pretty recently. We talked about it during my 10K stream. I love it. This is amazing, guys. I know there's a little more to read, but just real quick, I love it. This, like I was telling Hidden, like, this is exactly what we need. Like, having the pink factor be the only thing wrong, and him being a perfectionist and thinking, like, whatever. It was just, yeah, we talked about it on stream, so I want to bring it up. But what about this robot? You made it too, right, old man? Make it move. I'm afraid you're mistaken. This is the legendary Iron Giant that attacked the Holy Land of Marijua about 200 years ago. Interesting. $200 years ago? Yes, but it was built over 900 years ago. Whoa, see, that's super hype. Its objective remains unknown. I heard it ran out of power before it could cause any casualties. Either way, I'm sure the scientists of the time were absolutely flabbergasted. Such advanced technology would have seemed totally alien to them. None of them could tell where it came from or what it was trying to do. This is crazy. So it attacked it 200 years ago, but it was built over 900 years ago. I'm sure there's going to be more on it here in a second, but that's interesting. It seems the world government ordered its destruction, but the scientists of the time couldn't help their curiosity. That's why they hid it here to be passed down, without the government's knowledge. Interesting. Good job on finding this place. From the town, the entrance should look like a wall. We just stumbled here since we were all old and senile. Yeah, we were plain old lost. Oh, that's a shame. 200 years ago, that's around the time the Fishman rights movement started to gain ground. So you're saying that robot climbed the red line? Most likely. Interesting. I created Vegaforce 01 based on what I learned from it. But I lack the scientific prowess to reverse engineer every aspect of it. It's difficult to believe that this mechanized soldier was made over 900 years ago. There's something even you couldn't recreate? It's power source. In the past, they had a power source that would upend our modern ideas of what's possible. Well, at any rate, it's good to know Luffy and the others are okay. Who's that girl, though? That's Jewelry Bonnie. She's a pirate. I thought the one we saw before was a little girl, and the way Vegapunk's head works is crazy. I truly did a terrible thing to Bonnie. Yeah, you should get down and beg her to forgive you, old man. You young dolt, like you know anything about it. So much dialogue here, this is interesting. There's something I have to give to her. Regardless, I feel like fate brought you here today, Straw Hat Luffy. Please, can you take me away from Egghead? This is Cypherpole. We're requesting entry to Egghead Port. What poorly trained pets? So the pets are just getting cooked, it looks like. Or, I mean, I'm assuming. Oh, I love the masks. That's dope. Reports indicate that Jewelry Bonnie was spotted making her way here too. That pest keeps slipping away from us. She served her purpose. Let's just terminate her on sight. She served her purpose. That's interesting. Shout out to the 59 people here. Shaka, there's a government ship. It'd be bad if they found us harboring pirates. What does CP0 want with us, and why did they bring Rob Lucci? I say we just hand this riffraff over. After all, that Lucci fellow is an assassin, right? What, Rob Lucci? Hey, hurry up and give us our legs back. No, that guy's still around. You can't let him in. Don't you worry, Robin-chan. I'll protect you no matter how many times he comes back. Okay? Tell them to hand over the Seraphim and leave. We're declining their request to dock. I doubt agents of the world government will respond well to that, so prepare for battle. Big hype. That's big hype. Shaka is just hype. That's big hype. Oh man, Oda just makes a dude with the helmet, and he's just so hype. Kamabaka Kingdom, Grand Line. Dragon, Kuma's acting weird. Kuma-san, wait, we're trying to repair you. Kuma, what's wrong? Is he still being controlled by the Navy? Yo. Kuma, where are you going? You're in no state to be moving like that. You're still not yourself. What's with him? I don't know. Kuma. Kuma, talk to us. Where do you want to go so bad? Stay with us. We're not done fighting. The Revolutionary Army is just getting started. I'm so confused. So, I mean, is it just this whole Egghead situation, I'm assuming? Like, with Bonnie, is that it? Like, that's where he's trying to go? Can't he... I mean, I guess if he paused himself, it takes 3 days. But this is interesting. What a hell of a chapter, though. Like, so much information. I mean, this right here to me is what's crazy. Yeah, like Reese said, new Straw Hat. That's, I mean, shoot. I mean, I don't think it's going to be a permanent thing, right? Like, I mean, we're not going to have 2 engineers or whatever, right? Like, we're not going to have, like, because that's what Frankie is essentially. But temporarily, or like for him to teach Frankie stuff, 100%. I mean, what happens if Vegapunk's brain gets destroyed, though? Right? That's kind of what I'm thinking. Joy D Boy said Vegapunk plus Sunny. Big facts. That'd be crazy. Like, because he could just think of some upgrades or, like, for docking purposes, you know? Like, just making the Sunny like a Megazord. I don't know. Something. Just imagine if they go to Elbaf together, NB says. I mean, that would be... like, it seems possible now. Because, like, I was under the assumption Vegapunk was going to have, like, a... like, I'm going to give you a message and whatever, and, like, tell you all this important stuff, and, like, do something to the Seraphims, whatever, and then, like, sack myself, you know, trying to protect you and, like, everyone, because he knows it's his time. But at this point, I feel like Vegapunk's going to have his clones just protect him. Because, like, you know, like, they're not essential to him survive. Like, if they all die, it's... right? Like, I assume that's alright. So... interesting. Let's see. Trying to look over at Twitch, too. Twitch is on screen, but not in front of me. Okay, now I have both of them. Now we're good. Let's see. Matt Cypher, well, VP is a scientist while Frankie is an engineer, kind of 2 different roles. It's true, but, like, then we have Chopper, who, like, if you have Chopper, and between Chopper and Frankie, and even Usopp, who does the plant stuff, I feel like a 4th person who covers any type of science is getting a little overkill, in my opinion. But I don't know. I mean, we don't know that much about Vegapunk. Like, he's just a genius in general, you know. Maybe there's more to it. I don't know. Frankie's the competent engineer that Vegapunk was needing a few chapters ago. 100%. Literally 100%. Or, like, Frankie's... what I kind of hope happens is Frankie's, like, barely competent enough. Like, Vegapunk, like, makes fun of him for using cola. Like, it's probably impressive that he uses cola, but he's also like, bro, that's not that good. But Frankie probably just finds a way to make the cola better instead of getting rid of the cola. But, you know, something like that. Like, I like that connection for sure. Reese says, Kuma's in Kamabaka, which is in Paradise. Egghead is far into the New World. Whatever Kuma is doing involves either Sabo or Lucy or Vivi in the Reverie. I mean, maybe. I got the feeling for sure it was going to be like, you know, Bonnie's in trouble type situation. Or like, whenever Bonnie was there, like that triggered it or something. But I guess you're right. Like, Oda could be misplacing the timing, right? Like, he could be saying... he could be making us think the Kuma stuff ties directly to what we're seeing over in Egghead, but it could be that he's just, you know, like mismatching the timeline, so we think that, but it's really Kuma's doing something relating to Leloucia or some other important thing, right? Like, we're a little bit thrown off. I could see that. I mean, Oda's definitely a trickster. Brandon King, Vegapunk was the guy who would reveal devil fruit stuff to us in the future. His fruit is the Nomi Nomi No Mi. His fruit name carries a suffix of all devil fruits. Oda big brain with this. That I didn't even think about that. That's dope. That is actually super duper hype. That, like, I mean, I don't know how I feel about him having the brain fruit, you know? I don't know. I'm torn. I mean, like, it also says that he's a genius, right? Like, he's a born genius. So to me, it's like, did we need to add the brain fruit to the equation, right? Like, and also another question is, now that his head is confirmed to be growing because of the brain fruit, is the space pirate talk off the table, right? Like, I didn't have a for sure answer for whether he was tied to the space pirates, but like he had the tall head now and super smart and all that stuff, so it made sense. I didn't really know where it was going to go, but now I'm kind of curious, like, is he a long head, but it just got longer? Like, a long head, I don't even know if long head's like a for sure race, right? I don't even know if that's confirmed, but man, I don't know. Jam says maybe he sought out the Nomi Nomi Nomi. I like that. If he was a genius already and was super smart, and he got so smart to the point where he's like, damn, I can't figure out these problems without more knowledge and my brain's maxed out. Like he knew that. So he's like, I need to go get this fruit specifically. Like, if that was the process, I think we're good. You know, then I'm cool. Then it would make sense, but I just don't want it to be that he was smart and like it just happenstance kind of happened. But if he sought it out because he was so smart that he like thought it through and was like, I need that fruit to finish the, like the issue on Karakuri. Remember on Karakuri how he wanted to like heat up the island and he got really close but couldn't figure it out? Let's say that we find out that the reason he sought out the fruit and left Karakuri in the first place is because he couldn't figure that out. Like, he was at Karakuri and was like, damn, I'm so close, but I just need a little more knowledge and like my brain is like maxed out, whatever. And then so he's like, well, I need to go get, you know, more knowledge into my brain, and the only way I can put more knowledge is by getting this fruit. You know, so that's why he left Karakuri, because he was like trying to help the people. That I'm cool with that. That would be cool. I just don't want it to be like, I don't know. It seems unnecessary. Like, I get it's the storage, right? Like, I get that he's. I just hope that it was necessitated. Like, the storage increase was necessitated. I guess that's what I'm saying. It seems unnecessary. So if he can find a way to necessitate it, that's cool. I would like that. Zachary Leitzel said, awakened brain fruit, though. I don't even know what that... I mean, what does that even do? Does that make other people have infinite brain? Yo, wait. So, like, in my Pluton video, I talked about how Vegapunk, like, could be from the past, or like from people that were from the past and like were really smart from this ancient kingdom that's really smart, which still seems very possible because he's a born genius. But now that we know that this fruit's involved, but what if his family, or like the ancient kingdom or whatever, what if the awakened brain fruit was used on just everyone? like a whole civilization of people had limitless brain power, you know, like they could fill it up, you know, like whatever you want to word it. But that'd be really crazy. Like, you'd have a bunch of geniuses naturally because they all just can learn limitlessly or whatever, you know? That'd be interesting. Muglaton, brain fruit basically just gives him photographic memory. Give the fruit to a random dude, he'll only be like slightly smarter. I can't speak today. That's a good point. Like, it would depend on how it goes, but I would also like the fruit chose him to be an angle to this in some way, because like of what you're saying, like the fruit is so smart that it knows that it needs a smart user, or else it's not going to get used to its maximum, you know, capability, something like that. That'd be cool. I mean, I guess like Oda's a, you know, great writer. I shouldn't even question him. It just seems a bit odd right now, but we'll give him some time. Yes, Cushy, thank you very much. Like the stream. Definitely like the stream, guys, please. Let's see. Isaac over on Twitch said, I really like the idea someone mentioned in Par's chat that the purpose of Caribou being here is for him to transport the brain to the Sunny. That's super hype. Or just because he doesn't... It seemed like the implication was that he wasn't going to get back on the Sunny, right? Like, they were kicking him off. So what if instead he took the brain and like went somewhere else, right? Like he kidnapped this crazy brain and took it to Crocodile or somebody, right? And like is like, maybe we can hack into this and like what? Oh no! Wait, no, guys, he's gonna take it to Blackbeard and Pudding's fruit. Think about that. If Blackbeard gets a hold, because now that he has Pudding, if he gets a hold of Vegapunk's brain, yo. That's big hype. Am I wrong for thinking that's a scary thing? Because like everything he learned is stored in there, so you can use the memory fruit and get literally anything you want, right? Like there's going to be almost any bit of knowledge because he stores it. It's stored. Like that's the whole point. So you'd be able to pull it out. Yo. Caribou ain't sticking around with CP0 around. The Straw Hats are his only way off the island. That's a good point. I mean, Caribou finds his way around somehow. Like, I mean, it's usually on the Straw Hat ship, but yeah, yeah. I mean, I like the idea he takes it. Cushy, it could be what Blackbeard needs to fully recover Zebek. Right. That's, oh my gosh, that's because of all the, because all the devil fruit, just lineage factor stuff. Like with, Boa saying like, yo, you can't, if I die, you can't get the other people saved. Well, Blackbeard might know, if I get Vegapunk's brain, I'm good. That's how you can literally steal Vegapunk's brain. But Vegapunk is still connected to it via Wi-Fi. I don't know how far you can move from it. But like, it would be at the same time, Vegapunk would still have that much knowledge, but Blackbeard can access it at the same time. How is Oda just such a goat, guys? Matt Cypher, no one knows about Pudding's fruit though. Most people know about the 3-eye thing. Hey, you could just argue that the 3-eye fruit, or 3-eye, her third eye would let her like hear the brain or whatever too, right? I mean, if you can use the third eye to read the poneglyphs without knowing the language, because like you can hear the voice of all things or what have you, I feel like you could probably do that with a brain too. Maybe I'm tripping for thinking that, I don't know. But either way, I feel like she is the perfect person to access the knowledge. You know what I mean? I think either way. Voss says you do amazing One Piece videos. Hey, thank you very much, bro. I appreciate that. I got a few more good ones coming down the line. So, Muglaton, Kuma Punk will never die. Man, it's looking a bit tougher by the week, but it's not done yet. I mean, the fact that Kuma's running back, right? I mean, we got to see where this is all going. I mean, it would, it seems like Kuma's obviously like a separate guy at this point, but until we get the final answer of what's going on, because despite how much Bonnie was talking about, like, please fix my dad, blah blah blah, it never was brought up like in, like, directly that for like, oh, I can't bring him back or something. You know what I mean? Like he didn't really touch it at all. Like Vegapunk just kind of avoided it. So I wonder where that's gonna go. I don't, because there's something there that Oda's keeping from us, like the real story behind the Vegapunk bionification, whatever you want to call it. Phantom Greyfire, would a strong hockey user like Shanks have his memories erased by Sugar's fruit? I don't think so. I think I don't know if you saw the really fun One Piece fantasy draft that we did on that One Piece talk, but I got Sugar, and even I brought that up where I was like, it's not going to work on everyone, because like if Law can cancel .q, I'm sure that you can cancel Sugar's fruit and even other things, right? Like the, I'm trying to think of I mean, there's a million other examples, but I would hope so, at least. If not, that's too OP, and that doesn't seem to match up, but we'll see. Isaac said, by the way, I think Bonnie's purpose probably has to do with the sudden appearance on the empty throne. Emu's sudden appearance on the empty throne. Now that is interesting, because they did say you served your purpose, right? I mean, she has the age fruit, which is like, I mean, that's scary, right? That seems like pretty obvious. So, like, something's going on. Monomon, damn, I've been late for every stream today. Hey, the chapter came out early. It's tough. None of us were ready for it. So, I woke up around the time the chapter came out, and I was like, man, I gotta go get some stuff done first. But yeah, no, I will have this VOD up pretty quickly. I'm gonna upload the 10K celebration one while I go run some errands, but then I'll have this one up tonight, so you can see it if you want. This chapter was pretty hype. There's just so much dialogue and stuff. This chapter, I think, added more questions than answers, literally. Well, I guess there may be some other smaller answers, but one of the, like, key answers we got was, Momo's fruit's a failure because it's pink, right? So, which is super hype. Let's see, BR1P said, what time did it come out? It was, maybe like 10 or 11 this morning. I was in a fog, but it was like late this morning, I want to say, something like that. Voss says, what do you think about the old robot on Egghead? That's a great question. That's something I need to think about, because that's so weird that 200 years ago it was used to attack the Holy Land, and it would like lines up with the fishmen stuff. Like what? Because that's also 200 years ago, and we know that Nolan's stuff was 400 years ago, and the Void Century ended 800 years ago. So it's like, what's with these 200-year increments mattering, right? It's weird. Monomon said Par was connecting the ancient robot to Kuma, saying there might be parallels. That's a good point. Like, what if the robot, like the infinite power source, like, what if it's like Soul, like, roughly speaking? So, like, you turn someone into the robot, right? And the power source is their soul that, I don't know, something like that. Because that's what Vegapunk says he hasn't figured out. He's figured out everything else with devil fruits, though. So, like, it's really weird. Let's see. Joy D Boy, what if Joy Boy or Nika's fruit was inherited over time on different races like Lunarian, Giant, Oni, Fishman, now human? I like that. I like that. It seems like it was implied the fruit hadn't been eaten in 800 years, so then that wouldn't mean that different races over like 800-year gaps probably would have to have eaten it. So there'd be some answers there, but I like the premise for sure. That's like the point of it, right? Is uniting all the different races and all that, or at least like being friendly with them and seeing past the racial divide, I guess. Sturgis says, bro, have you seen the series Ancient Apocalypse on Netflix? I have not. I don't even have Netflix, if you'd believe that. Definitely gonna get it when the One Piece live action comes out, but no, but does it tie into some of this, into the Void Century maybe? Let's see. Brandon King, laughter is revealed to be the ancient power source, and Luffy powers the world with laughter. Monsters Inc. be like insert mic face. I mean, is that it? Is it laughter? Is that, that laughter, I feel like laughter, soul, emotion, all that's like the same thing, right? Or like tied together, right? Or like, I'm trying to think, how did Hidden put it in his Green Line video? Like, emotion, like you control the soul through emotions and music controls the emotions, or something to that effect. Maybe more eloquent than that. Senpai said, could Toki have teleported the giant robot with her? Possible. Like I said in my Pluton video, I think the Ancient Kingdom 100% could have just had time machines to send people forward. Like, you take Toki's fruit, use the lineage. Like, if they did all this other crazy stuff, there's no question that you could take Toki's fruit, use the lineage factor, make a time machine, right? At least I feel that way. Or just build one just mechanically, normally. So yeah, 100%. I think anything from the past being sent forward like Toki is 100% on the table, and we should, like I said, like I bet you the Ancient Kingdom has an 800-year version of the Scabbards, right? Because like Toki was sent forward from the Void Century, and then she sent the Scabbards and one of her kids forward the 20 years, right? So she would know about the Ancient Kingdom sending people forward. Like, she would know about that history even if she didn't tell us. So I think it would make a lot of sense that the reason why she thought about sending these people forward to like come back later on and help is that's what she's doing. That's what her parents told her was going on. That was the whole like, she knows that's a good idea, and her fruit lets her do it without the time machines or whatever else, So I think it's total. I think it's it's not for sure, but I think the door is open for all that. Hey Nuobada, how's it going, man? I see you in here. You like the chapter? She does have the ability to send people. Right, yeah, she was also born during the Void Century, like 830 years ago, which is during the Void Century, which is weird. So before the Void Century, she wasn't alive because she wasn't even born yet. Despite all the time jumping, she couldn't have been around before she was born. So that means her parents or somebody had it before the Void Century, so they would have had to be involved. Which I think strengthens the idea that somebody would have sent this robot forward, right? Because it's kind of like, like Toki, if she was born and she's been struggling trying to get to Wano and people are attacking her and she's just like a woman she's like not that strong, it would seem weird for her to be the one doing all this stuff in the past. But like her parents, right, because obviously, like I said, she wasn't born until during the Void Century. Her parents, who were Amatsuki members, like daimyo of Wano, I could see them, like, that's why they left Wano. They're like, well, we have this fruit, we got to go out and do our duty to help people, whatever. Or maybe one of them's evil, one of them's good, and whatever. I don't know. Something like that. But, what was going on with time travel before the Void Century is a question we need answered, because Toki was not alive then. So I can't. I think there's no question that there's even if it's not Vegapunk, and I'm wrong about Vegapunk and his mentor and all that being a version of Tom and all that, like I said in my video. Even if I'm wrong on that, I think there's no question that somebody or something was sent forward from before the Void Century. Dak, you should totally react to the series. It has crazy connections. Plus, you're gonna love it. I do want to start reacting to more like random fan suggestion stuff, mainly on Twitch, because like, you know, YouTube's mainly One Piece related, but that might be kind of fun. That, or, you know, or I'll watch a few episodes of that and get other recommendations. I do want to do more fan stuff. I think I have a fun Wednesday series planned, but I don't want to reveal too much of it yet. But Brandon King, don't know if you knew, but the Fishman rights movement is referencing a moment in Fishman Island where they mentioned that fishmen were finally allowed to attend the Reverie 200 years ago. Oh, so it's like, it's almost like, let me think. So that it's almost like a bad thing, like the fishmen were allowed to go, and then the robot attacked, and it's like they don't want the fishmen to be at the Reverie, right? That's like the feeling I get from the robot attack, is like someone or the robot or something was triggered where it's like, we can't have the fishmen doing this yet. Like the fishmen can't get along with the world government for some reason, right? Like something like that. That's what it feels. That's what I feel like. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Monomon said, "I'm sad Parasparrow isn't related to Vegapunk." Wait, how is that deconfirmed? I want that to be true. How is that? Did I miss something? I mean the tongue though, like Parvision was saying, like, you know, I know Vegapunk was like 15 when Parasparrow was born, but like, what about some One Piece world in vitro stuff? Like all Big Mom needed was Vegapunk's hair, right? That's all I'm saying. That is all I'm saying. Yeah, definitely. They stated that fishmen were only treated as fish prior to 200 years ago. Damn. So it basically is like the fishmen were finally given some rights, and then Marijua got attacked as if it's like a symbol. Like, nah, like the fishmen can't be doing this yet. Like, what if the ancient kingdom? Like, again, it's weird that, like, if it lines up with the fishmen thing from 200 years ago, that helps. Because what if the robot has some kind of signal in it that's like, whenever, you know, the fishmen go to the Reverie, we gotta go attack, like, and stop it until a certain time or something, right? So, that's interesting. That is really interesting. And there is a break next week. Okay, that's good. I didn't have that confirmed until I opened this, so that's cool. That's good. I can get some extra content out next week. Maybe do a couple extra streams or something. I got some good ideas. That's gonna be fun. I gotta think. I mean, that Blackbeard idea, you know, I might have to talk to an artist. I think I have a good thumbnail and good video idea for that Blackbeard pudding idea. But guys, I am going to be shutting the stream down in just a few minutes. I just want to give you a heads up. So I'm going to run through some final super chats. So if there's anything that you really want to get out there before it ends, definitely go ahead now before about 6 o'clock. That's when I'm going to end here in just a few minutes. I do want to say one more time though that that tonight, right? I think it comes out tonight. I'm going to be playing Pokemon whenever I'm able. I'm going to be streaming Pokemon on this channel. So be on the lookout for that. That's actually why I'm streaming early and kind of ending it quick, because I got to get some more stuff ready for that. But if you guys want to see me play the new Pokemon game, which it looks pretty cool, we'll be doing that. Another thing is, if you want to see this VOD or any of the other VODs for all my streams, go to my VOD channel, which I believe is linked in the description. It should be, I hope. But it's Dak's VOD Century is what I called it. Definitely go check that out. I don't advertise it enough, and I only have like a handful of subs on it. So if you want to see the VODs, that's where they're going to go. Like the 10K stream is going to go up tonight on there that I had. So definitely go check that out if you want to see it. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and bounce through a few more chats, and then we're going to go. But appreciate the 60 or so people that were here today. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Angry Lightning, why Dragon visited Ohara, and if you guys notice how Vegapunk reacted to the visit of Dragon, I think Dragon is Robin's father. That's really interesting because Robin's... I don't know if I necessarily agree that he's Robin's father for sure, but I think, like, what Dragon was doing with the Freedom Fighters before is needs to be highlighted because it would line... Like, maybe he was friends with Robin's dad. Like, I could see something like that. But Robin's dad could still be alive. We never got confirmation for sure he's done, you know, so that's interesting. Vegapunk's on Luffy's ship. I want it. I want it for a little bit, but he can't be a crew member, you know. That's what I'm thinking. Nuobita donated $250 through Super Chat with a sticker. Hey, thank you, bro. I appreciate you. That's awesome, man. I know I gotta DM you about some stuff. I have some ideas. That I'm right after this. I'm probably gonna message you, but I meant to respond to you earlier and I forgot. That's all. But thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. A couple more chats. Seeing a lot more Dragon lately. Hopefully we get some more Luffy family info. I think we definitely are. I think we're gonna get the fact that Luffy and Dragon, you know, declared war on the world government, and Garp obviously doesn't agree with the Celestial Dragons. And Aokiji even left the Marines, and he apparently let Saul live. I think we're getting some big reveals on what's going on. But yeah, I'm pumped for that. And then Monomon over on Twitch. Who else with dark hair can be your father? Maybe Shank's right hand. That'd be interesting. I don't want it to be any main characters, but the fact that you're bringing up that a Shanks pirate might have left their child behind is, you know, that's like the first place we should look. Everyone's a deadbeat dad on the Shanks crew, so that'd be a good place to look. But all right, guys, I'm gonna get off for now. I appreciate you guys. Like I said, I will be streaming the Pokemon game later if you just want to come hang out. I mean, feel free to ask One Piece questions if you want, but definitely gonna be doing that. But thank you guys as always. We'll definitely